Beyond Light.
Beyond
Darkness.
This. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whack.
Yeah.
Fuck. Dawson just messaged me.
He said, "I hate you."
I hate women.
That's. He went out of his way to message you that he hates women. That seems a little bit rude. Imagine going out of your way to text someone saying, "I hate women." It's kind of funny, honestly.
No, he messaged me and he said pee pee poo poo.
Sounds about cool. Bart's thinking about cool.
I don't know what to say back to that, so. Whoa, big bitch.
Only one armor trophy more can be used at a time. Okay, fair enough. Big man, big toy, baby, I'm a lion. I'm the predator, the prey that is hiding. Oh my. Oh. What am I supposed to do, Casey? Casey, I'm very confused. Oh.
I punched him.
I'm gonna turn myself up because I'm talking quiet today. Wow. Hello. Okay, this is good. This is what I call good. Yeah, I can't do that. That's something I would call pog, maybe even kind of unpog. One of those unpog moments. This is what I call an anti-pog. What is Penguin's profile picture right now? It's cool.
Oh, it's spelled Delphine.
No.
Yeah.
I meant on Instagram.
Oh.
It looks like one of Tammy's drawings. It says, "I am the apex predator."
Oh, it is.
That's really epic. Tammy's epic. I feel very close to my TV right now. Fuck me like you hate me. Can you hear me pretty well?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm the predator, the prey that is hiding. My oh my, I have found you, Jimmy. Don't you run from me, little Jimmy. Jimmy, you're not fast enough. You're fast enough. I don't understand how to do this.
What?
Do this.
Why is there gotta be a big old chunk man here?
Wretches. Casey, how do I do this? So my crypto stored more charges. Oh, I have to store up 3? Okay. When do you want to do those strikes?
When I finish the campaign.
Any news from my salvage team? I want that loot.
Okay. I'm gonna do lost sectors then. Sectors.
Apparently,
I'm going
into
to
this
do.
game, and he's at where I'm at, but he's only been playing for like not even a week.
Yeah. That sounds about cool. But to be fair, you've been playing a lot of other games that are honestly better lately.
I'm playing Apex and Overwatch.
You've been playing Apex and Overwatch, and also expanding your horizons. Also, Dawson's not in school anymore, so it's a lot easier for him to dip his time into something useless.
He quit his job.
He did? Why? Well, why did he do that?
No, he did. He did because it was like mentally taxing or some shit. I don't know.
That's fair, I guess. I don't know. It does kind of depend on...
I used to work 12-hour days, 3 days a week. That...
Yeah, you can just ask for,
a
like,
lot at once.
for a bit of a break. Yeah. I was gonna do lost sectors. Sector... There's one over here.
Lost sex.
Have I done this? Oh wait, no, it's not worth doing lost sectors here. Whatever. I'll do lost sectors somewhere else.
I feel like Dawson's trying to catch up with Gunner because I see them play together.
Yeah, they like each other.
Yeah.
They make out, and it's really cute, so stop judging.
Smoochy smooch. No homo. Right?
Am I right?
Am I right? No homo. It'd be gay.
I'm gonna turn up my volume a little more because I feel like I'm talking. Hello? Okay, that's good. I think probably peaking maybe. Let me turn it. Bam. There we go, baby. This is ASMR now. Woo. I'm so severely depressed. ASMR POV. Your friend is extremely depressed.
You play Destiny to cope.
You play Destiny to cope with the pain. Dude, sometimes...
I like to cope with my suicidal tendencies.
I'm gonna say something about that, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Playing Destiny 2 Beyond Light to cope with my suicidal tendencies. Hashtag it's failing. It's not working.
This game only makes me more suicidal than I was before.
This game makes me look at ibuprofen and contemplate life.
Itch. Oh, why did he talk like that?
Huh?
Well, that was another big chunk of boys.
That's what it was.
Obvious, you know, fat shaming, killing people.
Killing people because they're fat, of course, I know.
Yeah.
I don't feel like turning my light on, but the light from my phone is making me look really white.
Just embrace it.
Just embrace it. I'm the whitest man alive. Give me more job opportunities. Don't pull me over. I'm the whitest man alive, you're not allowed. Anyways.
Like I'm so pale that my skin like reflects when I'm in the sun. Oh, it's okay.
My, oh my, I have found you, Jimmy. You are not fast enough. Ouch. I'm a big man, big guy, baby, I'm a lion. Did they add any new strikes? Or is it just old strikes from D1 and stuff?
They added that one glass way strike. The way.
I just think it would be cool to get strikes. Yeah, get strikes with the new characters. Or with the, not characters, with the new enemies and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like the mechs, it'd be cool to have a strike where you drive a cool mech. You drive a mech.
I'm making the elimination call low priority for this approach.
You know what I think is kind of messed up? If you have the season pass, you get an extra thing that can give you powerful gear.
It's just pay to win at that point.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, it's like... Yeah.
Oh, why is he pissed?
It's honestly kind of messed up to do also, because, like, there was that whole race to do the
raid thing?
Yeah. If you have the season pass, you obviously have an advantage doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume that anyone that participates in that raid race would buy the season pass, regardless.
Yeah. Well, Gunner participated in it, but I don't think he has it, because I talked to him about it one time. Maybe he does, and I'm just royally mistaken.
I mean, I don't know. I would think Gunner has it. Seems to be really into this game.
Yeah. Why did I get it? I contemplate why I got the season pass on a day-to-day basis. But then I'm like, it's fun. And I'm glad I have it, but I'm also like, I could live my entire life never, and I could be okay that I didn't get the season pass. But I guess that's how I feel about this game.
Like, stay consistent with playing this game, and I get to a decent rank, I guess I'll buy it. But
yeah.
I end up buying it, and I get to like 30 or something, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play the video game anymore.
I'm already past 30, so I feel pretty accomplished. Oh my god. My, oh my, I have found you, Jimmy.
Oh my god, bitch.
Don't you run from me, little Jimmy. You're the fast one. You're not strong enough. Oh, my whole squad died because I got killed by a thing. And that crushed him.
Oh, the ghost! Oh.
That was dumb. Uh-oh.
I'll have to fight this bitch with the stasis.
This is a creepy stream. Welcome to the creepy stream. This is the stream where I be real creepy like.
Yo, why does she hurt like that though? Fuck off. Little baby man. You fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Me very angry.
What the fuck? I got stuck on a little dip in the road. Oh, I see OpenShift does. That's actually pretty good. Come gun.
Location secured, Commander Zavala.
Good work, Colonel. What intel did you discover?
There's an almost unreadable data artifact here labeled Oxa. It's heavily corrupted, but I'm able to make out the M-Sund-12 from the access log. What is Oxa, and who was M-Sund-12?
Those are questions for another day, I suppose. But for now, well done.
You have been warned. I honestly kind of just want to be done with the season pass already, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
Feel that?
Yep. Oh, what's wrong this time?
Oh.
What's wrong this time? What's wrong this time?
What's wrong? What is wrong? What is
What's wrong this time? What's wrong this time? I should start taking pills.
Adderall?
Yeah. Maybe maybe Max, but I think that I genuinely do have ADHD, but you guys not ready to have that conversation. Me sniffing goes into the red when I have it up this loud. You can hear everything I do, every mouth movement.
I can hear you breathe.
Good?
Oh.
You don't want to hear me breathe? Listen to this.
I never said.
Listen to this.
He said, I promised Gunner I would be raid ready. 12:20. Good for you.
I'm raid ready. And I'm cool. Pretty much you're not cool unless you're raid ready. Sorry, Casey.
I'm not cool.
No, Casey, I commend you for not draining your life into this game. It hurts. I would rather play any other game more often than I have been playing this game. Also, this is off the record, but I don't know if I want to do a raid with Gunner and Dawson.
I wasn't planning on it.
And I know, I'm just saying, if they invite us, I'd say no, probably.
I respect that.
Just is.
Gunner would get way too angry, but he would give up, and Dawson would leave after the third try.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be around them.
That work?
Huh?
I was just trying to kill one enemy with a grenade launcher from really far away, and then I gave up.
Maybe I should walk up these stairs and It would be really cool if they made 2 subclasses and you could choose to be part of the light and dark.
What do you mean?
Like give you a choice if you want to stay in the light or if you don't bother, having darkness, that doesn't bother you.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. But, we already have so many light subclasses.
I don't know.
Maybe it'd be, ultra light. Because you, destroy the darkness or something.
Yeah.
The game's good job. But then I would be so stressed out that I picked the wrong one for the rest of my life. I hate when games like this give me choices. I'm cool with literally any other game giving me choices, but when this one does it, I'm like, oh no.
And then not only do you stress about the seem personal, but everyone else gives you shit for it too.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you had to choose between the Drifter and the Vanguard. I don't think that was.
Yeah, it didn't really matter that much.
But...
But it's also like, why would you pick the Vanguard?
Exactly.
I mean,
Literally.
I probably would have picked the Vanguard if Cade was still there,
Yeah.
but he's not. And also, he probably would have sided with the Drifter regardless. I feel like. He would have been like, I am Vanguard, but also Drifter kind of sex. Drifter be hitting different.
I think they want their drill back.
I forgot what my quests were.
You think they'll make more Darkness classes?
I do. I think that it would be really cool if they did. Like, a Siva class. I mean, tomorrow we're talking about that.
Be cool.
And, like, maybe like an acid or poison class, like Thorn or something.
Yeah. Oh,
I wish that-
weird how it's like a different subclass menu than the
Yeah.
others.
That's why I think they're making more. You know what I mean? Because, like, there's room for 3, with the first subclass. Why not room for 3 on this one? Oh. You have me warned. You have been warned. I'm not coming back. Run, touch. That sucked.
I was like, the back of my helmet does look like a duck.
It does. I wish you were wearing it the other way around so bad.
So the armor that I have, it's not actually the armor itself. I have weapon ornaments
Oh.
found, and it makes my armor look good. So you can wear anything and not have to worry about the way I look. I have to go talk to Zavala. Fuck.
What the fuck is happening? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm in that one strike where you float. Okay, there we go.
What?
No, sorry, I'm in that one strike with where you like fight the Vex boss.
Which one?
Oh my gosh. It's you fight the Vex boss and then the floor below you drops whenever you get through the damage phase. Anyways, the floor dropped and I didn't drop with it, I just was floating for a while.
Hey, Failsafe.
Yes, friend of those?
We did it. We did
Mm.
it. Admit it.
Technically, the captain did. He lived in her backpack.
Switch off.
That's kind of rude.
Annie's joined.
Epic. That's a gamer moment, I guess. You have been warned. Bro, I don't want to talk to anyone. Oh, emailing teachers is always a bad idea. They always do something that they shouldn't. And then you're like, I just don't care. Lap.
That's why I turn their kneecaps into a bowl of mac and cheese.
I would do that if I had the mac and cheese of fire.
Zavala showed concern for Cade's death was to be racist against Varix. Fucking asshole.
That's dumb shit. You know what else is dumb shit? Zavala in general.
So I just finished the campaign and I talked to him and he's like, you know, we can give Eric's temporary immunity, but it doesn't sit right with me after what happened to Cade. He didn't give a fuck
He
when
didn't do
Cade
shit,
died.
yeah. He said, no, I'll let you handle the soap dispensers. And you fucking... Caleb,
I really don't remember when Kay died. I blocked it out.
Sometimes that's all you
stupid
can
loser
do.
shoots him, and then for some
Yeah, Crow, the
reason,
bitch.
over stupid loser just because he puts a bath towel on his head.
Casey.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Casey says, I am in love with pain. Co-op cock torture.
Torture. Cock and ball torture.
The Fallen left us another trail. We'll find it.
My failing driver's head. Fuck.
That was my plan.
Whatever, I'll just take the bus. Fuck it. Fuck this plan.
I'm hungry, but I don't want to go upstairs. I don't...
He would change his profile picture on Twitter to my story.
I saw that. That's an epic picture of Penguin.
It was
Epic.
originally gonna make him be screaming, my dick! My dick!
My dick is huge!
My dick is big!
I'm the champion, fuckers!
The Fallen went that away.
I feel like we all look up to him as like a cool uncle.
No,
Yes.
he's my enemy. He's like a cool rival. He's the Kaiba to my Yugi.
Here, have a cool doodle of Varix I did.
I'll kiss Varix on the lips. Without any restraint at all.
He's gonna go.
Into my fucking mouth hole. He's gonna go... walking on.
Vex,
If you want to do strikes, I'm ready.
Okay, when I finish the strike that I'm in right now, and then I'll join you.
if they're gonna replace Varix's arm, better make it like needlessly buff. Like really.
Just an uncomfortably buff arm.
Yeah, like he has this other scrawny 3 arm and just like Hulk Hogan on his right side.
That would be kind of cool if he got like a giant epic gauntlet made of fire and the souls of his kind.
Okay.
Care about ghosts. Keep art and abductions away from that machine.
Please care about ghosts.
Looking at the ornaments, and I think out of all of the sets, I have the coolest one. I like it the best. One's cool like that.
I have never wanted to stand. They're so heavy.
I don't really use ornaments. All the ones I have don't look good.
I use them sometimes.
I just mainly try to get Scatterhorn gear. But I forgot how to get Scatterhorn gear.
The ornament that I have in this set, and I just use it whenever I'm like leveling up, because I don't want to look like shit.
I will never take what you do.
Oh,
Well, Casey, not everyone gets to look beautiful, right? Sometimes trying to get high power apps and walk around looking like a Nikocado mukbang, alright?
that's very unfortunate. I am.
A Nikocado mukbang. That is. I'm so sorry. I just fucking. I hate when I punch an explosive enemy.
I hate when I'm 5 meters away from someone and then I still continue to punch them. Like, the game, it's just...
Yeah, I hate that too. When I want to throw a knife, but I'm trying to jump away from them and throw a knife, but then I end up not doing that. Oh no. Don't do this, Mom, don't do this. Go away, go away, go away, go away now. Everybody said, yeah, go away now.
Last time.
This is Dylan's Zelda, and she wants to talk to you.
Do I have to right now?
Yep.
Okay. I'll be back.
I will be back.
Hello. It's okay.
Bye.
I'll bring it back to you.
But I killed the beast. How did you do that?
I'm the best.
Mm-hmm.
I got so many guns.
I'm here. I have returned.
Is not returned.
Did he go?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yes, we talked to someone.
I'd like to talk to her in the dungeon.
okay.
What you up to?
Failing multiple classes and eating chicken dumpling soup.
Yeah.
As a high school student should.
Doesn't have enough carrots.
Yeah. Those are the classes that they give me the most assignments, so I get them done.
One chicken dumpling.
Spanish and my other class, and my AP class, they don't give a lot of in-class work, and the class that they do give, a lot of classwork, and the class that they do give is, like,
At that point, depends
not
on the
hard.
dumpling ratio. Soup.
There's a lot of dumplings.
Yeah, and it's also like I can,
Make less dumplings.
Hey, maybe it's just
yeah, well, it's just like I can do the stuff I need to do for Spanish and stuff in like a day, so I feel comfortable putting it off. Yeah.
chips and salsa, but we don't have anything spicy because my parents have zero spicy
I'm just
tolerance.
tired of everyone thinking that I'm dumb, and that's just how it feels lately,
But
you know?
You get the point.
Well, I don't know, I trust myself to get stuff done right now,
Yeah.
but nobody else does.
Whenever we get anything that's not mild, I'm the only one that eats it. So,
Fucker bought a Lexus in the center console's just in
Yeah.
Arby's 2 for $5 minutes.
what the fuck just happened? Did the game reset?
You're just bad.
Master Stasis. Visit the Exostringer on Europa to grow
Yeah.
your stasis powers. Grow your arsenal. Speak to the Drifter in the tower about a new exotic weapon powered by stasis.
That's like,
Investigate the Fallen. Return barracks on Europa and discover what
Yeah.
Ares' demise means for the Fallen.
and the test grades in that class, they might get redacted or whatever for me because I joined late, so I'm supposed to take them online, but the test has been kind of glitchy and hasn't been working for most people. Yeah. No, that's for APR history. Yeah. Spanish, I don't know if we've had any tests, we might have, but I don't remember taking any.
Also, have the 3 kings.
Oh, cool.
God.
I like the green one.
Dude. Goofy.
Yeah.
Also, my friend found that Grinch porno.
No.
Yeah.
Not
It kinda-
legal. Not here.
I'm now gonna ask for it so I
Yeah.
can spam it in the group chat.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna put it in the yucky chat.
It's just, yeah, I get a little bit.
And then the
It kind of depends on the day I'm having before the test, if I do well on it or not.
no.
Yeah. But days before tests, I try to get really good sleep and stuff, so usually I do pretty well. But sometimes I'm just like,
Sometimes you
pop quizzes get me very upset. Yeah. Yeah. No, not really. But the idea of one every day stresses me out, which I think is funny. Just like there's not. Yeah. So many cartoons where like pop quizzes are a big problem, and I don't know.
I wanna play tennis.
Yeah.
Not
the sport.
because I like tennis.
Yeah, and it's like I care a lot, but sometimes it's overwhelming, you know. And then I take time to do stuff that makes me not overwhelmed, and then because I do that, people are mad at me, and then I'm like, oh my god, now I can't even relax while doing this because you're upset with me, and yeah.
Would you say that, Casey? What the fuck?
Say what?
What the fuck you say?
Yeah.
The word?
Oh, word.
You know the word.
No.
Hmm.
Golf.
Yeah.
Mark you. But when you squeeze,
You get the middle same finger that say fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it is. Yeah. Yeah, honestly it's a lot easier for me to get over
I've come to
that anxiety when I'm not in the atmosphere of like actual school.
mainstream TV.
I
main
know it's weird
really want
that I kind of prefer online.
be in future that gets
Uh,
that gets their way, in season
Yeah.
1 and 2, but gets defeated in season 3. Or I want to be the comic
I don't know. It's harder.
finds out that they're in love with the main.
It's harder to like compare myself to other people while I'm online. I think.
And your game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just for both.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Because I have a lot of friends who do really well in school, and I'm always like lagging behind, and then on the last day I get everything figured out and do everything, and then it's like, yeah, we're all good now, you know? I'm caught up. Yeah.
That was what most of his book was. Mein Kampf. It was just
Nope.
about
Came close. Everybody was like, you're gonna fail this class, and then I didn't.
Said my wife pegs me every night.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, and I would rather be the type of person who's like, I'm gonna get this done today. You know, because it was assigned today, and although it's due in a month, I'm gonna do it today. Although my teachers are very lenient about, you know, late work, I'm gonna do it today, you know, but I'm kind of just like, it's hard for me to get into a mindset where I'm like, I want to do this right now.
to another realization.
Yeah.
I don't have normal
Yeah.
things that I'm thinking of for like pets or kids. Right now, the like top kids.
I don't know.
Fucking
I've been kind of having a difficult time with that thought process lately. Just, it
unique.
yeah, it's getting very near, you know what I mean? So it's, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that I'd do better in college, honestly, because it's usually mostly stuff that you can choose to, and you care about. At least that's what my sister told me. What you've done in high school? Yeah. Yeah, and I'm cool having like math and language arts and stuff. Especially since I've already done a lot of college level math. But yeah.
Why is this the first thing I see on this account?
Yeah.
Not Pog.
Yeah.
Stop assuming all pedophiles are put.
Yeah. My general thought process was that I was going to be a like animator. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I wanted to really go into 3D animation, which is why I don't think that I did as well in that class. It's also, well, yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting, and also it kind of seemed like everybody else in the class had previous experience, so I felt kind of like I was already behind once I joined, but I joined just the same as everybody else.
You know those giant.
And I messed up bad. Like I shouldn't have failed that class at all. I thought that there was optional stuff because we hadn't graded it, and my brain was like, this makes sense as being optional, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Horny.
And that's completely on me. Yeah.
What kind of dinosaur was Barney?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Actually, I've never thought about that.
Yeah. And I would like to understand 3D animation, but it's not really like,
You really just
I don't know.
go home.
yeah,
What?
like,
Almost like amputee. I got into a fight. The guy just snatches
Yeah.
his leg.
That's fucked.
He just takes it. He's like, yeah.
Really out here taking legs and shit.
yeah,
I just mounted on my wall like a trophy.
I'm
Do
just,
you think that's what
yeah, and
his arm?
I'm having a hard time feeling like I'm, I don't know, good enough to get into any job, you know, besides like retail or work at King Supers or something. Just 'cause like, I don't know, the fact that I have an F in classes and stuff and nobody really believes that I'm gonna get it up, it's hard. Yeah.
That kind of sounds good.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Ravioli.
I want to discover
Yeah.
evil. That would be fun though.
What?
Ancient evil. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I want to like resurrect some dark god that will like bring the end of the world.
I mean, that'd be a good way to finish off the year, I guess.
That's what I would do it.
The guy in our strike, his name is
Yeah.
Short Raptor.
Short rap. Just.
No.
I need to stop with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feel done. Oh my god, gold die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, that's a pea.
I guess like I know where I want to be. I guess I'm just getting there feels very like it's gonna be very difficult, and I'm scared that I can't do it. I guess, you know, and it's like I don't know. It's hard to explain to my mom that it's like I am already feeling a lot of shit. Sorry, a lot of stuff about myself that is not good for me, and it doesn't help when I'm getting nagged instead of being inspired, you know what I mean? Like, I would like for her to be like, I trust that you're going to be able to get this done, I just want to remind you. Instead of it being like, you really need to get this done, dude, come on, you know what I mean?
Chicken wing, hot dog and balloon.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's also got so many stuff to worry about right now. and like,
He's
I don't know if I should say this, but like she threatened divorcing
Dad.
my stepdad like literally a week ago, and now they're kind of pretending that everything's fine, and that's stressful. They didn't really seem to talk about it ever, which was annoying. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
There's
And then like she like blamed herself immediately too. Right when he was fine, like acting like he was okay with everything again, or acting like a good person again. I don't know.
I hate it when the boomers
It's
find
like-
their way into my candy corn.
Yeah. There's just like a lot going on around me, and I need time to myself, and that involves me, you know, being late to get stuff done. But you know, I will get it done. I just need, you know, some time to process stuff and, you know, distract myself for at least a little while so I can be in the right mindset to do it, you know. But then, like, I'll be doing something that, you know, if I was doing homework all day like everybody wants me to do, I'd probably be broken even more than I already am right now, you know what I mean? Yeah. But then I get caught in this loop because I'm like trying to make sure that I'm okay, but then, you know, my mom comes by and is like, hey, you're messing up. I haven't had to put on a filter for quite a while because I haven't been at school. Yeah.
I hate banana Laffy Taffy, and everyone I know loves it.
Tastes like what?
I hate banana Taffy.
I really had a real low point yesterday.
I feel like banana is like the absolute worst. You ever think
So-
of mayonnaise candy?
Yeah. But not so much anymore, I guess. I had a really good discussion with my sister about everything, and I'm feeling a lot better about life right now. Like, so,
I get that a lot.
yeah.
I'm sorry, that's a little aggressive.
I've also I feel like I'm losing a lot of support systems too. Just, like, my brother moved away and doesn't talk to me anymore, and he used to be kind of my rock. So I'm just figuring stuff out right now, I guess.
Candy.
Yeah.
Bell pepper candy.
Yeah. He does not text back, ever.
Yeah.
Shit, grandma putting her fucking hand in this fucking
Yeah.
flames. What the fuck?
Yeah. And I also kind of ditched, like, a lot of my friends because they were really bad for me.
Old people.
But, yeah, it's still hard, you know?
Death scenarios.
Can you get like one of those really weird teen like
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, like a romance movie?
Yeah,
but it's
and I tried to keep in contact with a couple of them, but like a week ago I was just like, you are not a good friend, and I can't do this anymore, so I kind of ditched a couple more of them recently. And the only friends that I really, like, I have some really strong and nice friends right now, you know, but not as many friends. So it's still, you know, and losing friends is still tough, always.
I don't know where he
Yeah.
went, but I think it would be really funny.
Yeah. And I feel like,
Heed. Transcend.
yeah. I also, it's just like, I realized that they were kind of making me a worse person. You know what I mean? Like, I was saying stuff that I would never say, you know, and thinking about doing stuff with them that I would, like, never do. You know what I mean?
Shoot someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if like I was like the only voice of reason in the group a lot of the time. Yeah. And
What's up?
it's just like I don't know. Sorry. A lot of my morals about life don't match up with theirs anymore.
I think it's shit.
And it's also just been like,
Also, of all places, why would you sort?
I realize that I need friends who don't make me feel terrible. And I feel like that's like obvious, you know, now, but it was just like after I hung out with them, I was just like, I feel disgusting and bad. And I don't know why. You know, and it was like every time I came home after going to their house, I was just like, that was fun, I think. You know, but then it was like, yeah, but I also like feel terrible, like, and I feel like I couldn't talk to them about stuff, or, you know, they didn't talk to me about stuff. That's why I was like, I can't be friends with this one person anymore, because I was trying to have a real discussion, and like in the past I've tried to have real discussions with this person in the group chat, and they just kind of made fun of me. You know, just like being like, hey, mentally I'm not okay right now, like I am having a real tough time, could you guys like give me some words of support or something? And he'd just be like, or whatever, you know what I mean?
My music is very.
Yeah, and then the other day I said something and I was like, hey, I think this is funny because you guys always do the same joke. And then he was like, nope. And I was like, okay. And then he like kept laying into it, and I was just like, I'm really not in the mood for this today. I can't be ridiculed like this. And he just kept laying into me, and I was like, you're not a good friend. And I've had discussions with you before about me not being in the mood for something and how you should respect that. You know? Yeah.
Frog.
Frog?
Never give the same
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of my motivation lately has been very anger driven though, which doesn't feel great. Like after I said that and he didn't. Yeah. But
Oh.
yeah, I felt like a real ass after it. I was just like, but I was also like, he was also so much worse than I was. I said, I don't understand why you don't talk to me anymore, like at all, ever. And I think that you have terrible social awareness and terrible social skills, and that you need to work on your anxiety or something like that. And that felt very rude to say out loud to him.
Oh my god, I hate these bitches.
I don't know. I was just like, yeah. Well, I kind of just said that he was terrible in every social situation.
The fucking Interstate 95, not Interstate
Yeah.
5, you dumb slut. That's mean. You dumb cunt.
Yeah, and then after that he texted me 1,200 times in the group chat saying, you're holding back, dude. I know that you're really upset about something else. What do you actually hate me for? What do you actually hate me for, dude? What's wrong with you? What do you actually hate me for? Tell me, really lay into me this time, dude. Come on. And I was just like, oh my god. You know? It was like, I said what I wanted to say about the whole situation, like, you're really bad at understanding social situations, and it's really uncomfortable for me when you don't want to address it.
Sing a song, but I don't know which one.
Yeah.
He's a semi-aquatic, four-legged.
Yeah.
That's not SpongeBob. He said, it's gonna be
Yeah.
just wait and see. Ravioli. Oh my god, fuck off with your ice wall.
Yeah. also kind of feel bad because I roped somebody else in with him because they were both doing it, but the other person was somebody who I didn't have that much previous experience with, so I felt kind of like it was.
I made a mistake.
I felt like,
The kitchen fork.
yeah. It was like, I have a lot of experience with the, like, person A, you know, with them disrespecting me and, you know, how I will feel and how I want to talk to them, you know, but, oops,
Oh, died. No.
yeah, but with the other person, it was kind of, I feel kind of bad that I, you know, like, he didn't deserve to be grouped in, you know, as much.
Let myself go.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that lately, but I'm also just like, yeah. That's my thought process.
Ikora was telling me about a hive tool.
Yeah. I've been putting a lot of time into just trying to cultivate an environment around me that is good for me. Yeah. Yeah. And I like understand myself enough to be like, this is what I need right now. You know, or this is how I'm gonna deal with school and stuff.
Module 5 exit step 2. It might as well be Evil Knievel.
Yeah.
Not on motorcycles. And I don't really like the evil part, so Knievel.
Yeah.
That still has evil in it. Can. I might as well be can. What else do I have to do?
I'm gonna do one more stream, and then I'm gonna get snacks.
Gonna
Cause I'm
pull
hungry.
out my nuts.
Yeah.
What did Penguin say? He's always gonna staple his nuts on the ceiling fan?
No, that's what I would say.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was
So my buddy's making weird noises.
to the floor and then jumping as high as I
My
can.
buddy's making weird noises. I'm gonna check on him. Yeah, he's annoying.
I want
Are
to
you
get
just
in a
drinking and not pausing to breathe? Yep. Okay.
stapling your nuts to
It's okay.
jumping.
He goes, James, you have
No, not as much.
to staple.
I kind of decided that if I'm gonna do anything I really want to do, I really want to do something in like visual arts. So
Life. Or
I kind of took a hiatus from band and band and theater because I was like, we'll see how much I miss it, I guess. Because I would like to have more time for drawing and stuff. Yeah. Not that much. with marching band, it's just like the environment last year ruined it for me, and
Oh fuck.
yeah, and everybody left it. Like all of my friends aren't in it anymore except for like 2 or 3 of them.
For like 55
Um,
and in the last 5 seconds he staples his nuts to the floor
So-
to get the opportunity to jump.
Yeah. And then theater, I'm not missing that much,
When they're like,
just because I didn't super do it that much anyways,
you start to do the objective.
I guess,
Like 2
but-
seconds left.
you know.
Pretty
Oh.
goofy.
getting your nuts.
So I muted myself by accident. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and so the environment wasn't great last year, and so all my friends aren't in it this year.
You must give
So
what you hold
it's like,
so high.
why would I be in it instead? You know, so I don't miss it that much.
You have to swing them as low as you can.
Yeah, and then
How?
for theater, it was like whatever. I was planning on doing the musical maybe, but not the first play. That's what I did last year, and it worked out pretty well for me.
Only a test
But but since I can't do either now, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's okay. You know, I do miss some of the people from it, but you know.
I don't remember that part in the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
You said the game speaking.
Is that what they say in the Hunger Games?
I want to make sure that we are able to get that. I'm
Right.
gonna have to move stuff around, so your schedule's gonna look wonky.
Okay.
But
Usually,
have things in different quarters, different orders.
guys.
Yeah.
But I think
You fucking sucked. And then he cuts out a little
you haven't taken care of
piece of skin that looks like a puzzle piece.
No, I don't think so.
And then he plays Tetris with them.
taking drawing 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I
and
think
painting
that's
one.
what you're looking at, wanting to try out graphic design.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be streaming.
I've been
But you is.
missing in-person art classes quite a bit.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I want to make sure that we're getting that stuff, you know, so that
Yeah.
you can try that out. That will hopefully give you a better background. so
Other
you feel
music
more prepared to
recommendation,
go into that.
exit music for a
Yeah.
film, Radiohead.
Type into graphic design course.
Cool. So I did, sorry. I have been texting like a bunch of new people, trying to make new friends and stuff, but that's also been very stressful, you know, because
Yeah.
you don't have that like built solidarity with that, where it's like whatever I say, we're still gonna be friends, you know, unless I,
You're in new relationships, yeah.
yeah.
One of them
You gotta feel out like
texts his
I'm
finger
thinking
and
of
goes,
this.
"Oh, no, that's
Yeah.
Start laughing at him.
My friend, do you know Ben Janko?
They laugh, they go,
I
He's
don't know how well, but yeah.
he's super like chill and really trustworthy person and stuff. So he's kind of who I've been talking to the most lately.
And it feels like that's been a positive relationship.
Yeah, and I have some out-of-state friends that I met on Xbox who I've been talking to a lot, and they're pretty helpful.
I just
Good, yeah.
Yeah,
Everything right now is so virtual anyway,
experience
Yeah.
high time. Like you could have
which
just
is kind of weird, but, you know, it is what it is.
no,
yeah,
he made me experience
So, yeah, it's,
like what?
I'm glad that you
It's weird to me for some reason. I don't know.
yeah,
It's always just been in the back of my head of just like, that's a shady character right there. Something up with
Yeah.
him.
It sounds like you're
I don't like the
doing
way
a
he
job of
stayed in
saying,
there.
you know what, okay, not only am I going to
Casey, that's
let
not
go of
possible.
relationships that are not
A
healthy
surfer
for me,
guy.
Yeah.
I'm also
Everyone
going to
knows
try and
surfers can't
engage in new
smoke the red.
relationships, which is really scary.
yeah. It's like I know it's healthy. I know I'm doing healthy things for myself, and you know, in that regard. Oh my god, yeah. Like I know I'm doing healthy things for myself, but it's also like it's a lot of stress to put on myself to do that. You know what I mean?
Water?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I think the important part is just
They
realizing
have
that,
hair. If they were to smoke
that
wed, it's
fear,
gonna
like,
burn hair.
you know, that awkwardness
You're an idiot.
isn't
Yeah.
about
And
you.
the color
about
green.
the
Okay,
situation.
I feel the target is
Yeah.
right
You know what I
there.
mean? I think that's the part that we need to remind ourselves. It's like, okay, it's not that I'm an awkward person or that I have a hard time making new friends or finding. It's that it is awkward,
What was
being,
it?
you know, finding relationships, and it is stressful. It does not make sense
Yeah,
sometimes, like, it's all different.
Yeah,
Oh.
Because I think a lot of times we tell ourselves it's
That was
right, it's awkward because it's me, it's, you
yeah,
know, hard because it's me. And I'm
Tanner's
gonna
all
say
like,
it's not awkward,
you
it's
smell
hard because
something?
it is. It's just not because of you, it's because it just is.
yeah,
And it's great that you are able to figure that out before you suffer the next year and a half in high school in bad relationships.
yeah.
Because I talk
What were you saying?
to students all the time who will tell me, whether it's a friendship or a dating relationship, that they know it's not healthy for them. And I'm like, okay, so we'll keep moving on. Like, well, but I've known them so long.
Yeah,
And I can't tell you how many people will openly tell me, like, I know it's not good for me, but I've had this friend for so long that I
Oh my
just
god,
walk away from it.
fucker.
And it's
Yeah.
because
A really
it's
cute,
scary.
cool puzzle game that we could totally
And
stream
that's
together.
the
Something
piece that I think you did a really good job of, is, like,
Fogs?
recognizing
It's on
it
Game
and then
Pass.
saying,
Yeah, Fogs.
And you know what, I'm not
HOGS.
Yeah. Well, I've seen enough of. I feel like life experience has given me enough where I'm just like, it's not worth putting up with, you know? And especially with friendships, it's like this person, especially when like my biggest concern with friends is like they don't care, you know, about me. It's just like this person does not give enough of a crap about me to genuinely try and change their behavior towards me. So it's not worth putting more time into it. Yeah.
I still can't believe people made a game.
Yeah, no, I think that that's really good insight, and it's a good thing to be aware of and to figure out, you know, so that what you need to do.
3 days
And I think that, yeah. So, I mean, as much as you've got a couple grades that are behind, it sounds like the time you've been spending elsewhere is at least well spent.
Yeah. I'm like,
You're not sitting in your room
That's kind of
looking
funny,
at the
but it
ceiling
isn't.
and playing video games all day.
well, I am, but I don't know. There's reason behind me doing stuff, you know, just, yeah.
No, that,
It's difficult, yeah, and it's just like, I can't, I need to get a certain amount of stress off of my chest before I can start doing work, or I get too overwhelmed and can't do it. So then it gets really difficult when it's like, somebody comes to me and it's like, hey, you gotta do this, and I'm like, I'm just trying to get myself ready to do it, you know what I mean?
so, what are the things that help you to prepare? You know, to get that stress out.
Well, I talk to people about it and how annoying certain classes are.
Yeah, convincing.
Yeah, and I can really, you know, the only way that I really talk to people is over Xbox right now, so usually I'm playing video games while I'm doing that, and also just like making jokes with people and stuff. So really, I'm just like trying to play like an hour or something of video games and then get started on homework. But then I end up doing more than I should probably, because it's like,
That's it.
I don't know, the stress doesn't actually go away.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Figure out what the right amount is.
Crab with a top hat and a monocle. That's it, Master Chief.
I don't know.
Fuck out of here.
That's a fair response.
I talked to Steve
Yeah.
yesterday for just like a
Because I
second.
think,
He said that
we do need to have things in
adding
our life that help us
Master
stress and
Chief's
enjoy, so that we can focus on the things that we need to do. And then the next step is figuring out, okay, how do I balance it? How do I make sure that I'm using enough of it
and I was like,
that I'm able to have that release,
cool.
and not so much
I don't remember
that I'm now
Master
behind
Chief
again,
carrying a
stressing me out, which
two-piece green
means
gun
that I
with him
need
and
to
wearing silver.
yeah.
And that's different for every person, you know? For some people, it's, like, I literally set a timer and say I have this amount of time. For other people, it's like, I set a goal, like, I'm gonna play this amount of games, or, you know, play this,
He goes,
quest, or whatever.
analysis.
For some people, it's a time of day,
And he goes,
you know, like, I can do whatever I want until
fucking
this
stop.
time, and then I do my work, or,
Yeah.
you know, so it's, the next step is just figuring out, like, what does that management look like for you personally?
Yeah. My plan lately has been, like, I'll play games until 12, and then do homework until I can't anymore, and then go back, or go on a bike ride or something.
Yeah. You don't have to be logged into your classes.
It depends. I probably do. I mean, I do. I shouldn't pretend that I don't know. I do.
Probably just half the day, though, looking at your schedule, right?
Yeah. I was definitely supposed to today, but I am having such a hard time sleeping lately that it's been hard to I didn't wake up in time for most of them, and then I was like, what's the point in showing up to the ones that I can show up to? Which is a dumb way to say it. Like, I should probably show up to them.
It does too.
Yeah.
Because that's the piece where, looking at your classes, I don't think any of them are live streamed every day, right?
Yeah. None of them are.
So, really,
really do
not doing anything until noon works for you 2 days a week.
Yeah.
So,
Mom got fucking pregnant at the same age I am.
if you're locked in on your other day, you need to figure out what you need to do on Monday and Tuesday.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, more power to you.
And the weekends too. Was like I try to do that on the weekends too.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. What other things help you to kind of chill out and need a good
I've been trying to draw more. And that's helpful a lot. It makes me feel good about myself.
I'm gonna just doing it on
It's
my
something
own.
that you feel like you're good at.
That hard.
Yeah, but then sometimes I'm like, no, I'm really bad at this. So it kind of depends.
It's so hard because art is so
Work should do right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Think this one through.
And I like a lot of the stuff I do, but a lot of times I can't work without a reference, and then I'm like, I'm a terrible artist. But then I'm like, all artists work with references, so I don't know why I'm like expecting myself to be
Order from you.
like the best ever, especially because I'm like only 17 now.
right. No, I'm glad that you have that kind of shifted mindset to remind yourself.
Gonna
Like,
burn a hole in your
well,
nose?
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta start from somewhere.
Your deer?
Yeah, you are still new.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good adaptations. Well, and that's where, when you get to that mindset, you know it's time to take a break from drawing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you got that. What else?
Uh,
Like side credits?
hmm?
And that's a really great one because sometimes it's nice to get your body moving and
Yeah.
get outside. And it's actually been, I mean, it's cool today. It's been pretty nice for being able to get out.
My bike is kind of
Why is
messed up right now.
Bummer.
Yeah. I was trying to bike somewhere. I honestly don't remember what I was trying to do, but I think I popped a wheel and I fell off the bike and I was like, okay. So then I just walked back home.
But I could probably
I think I was definitely going somewhere
friends
important.
just hopping into the voice channels and reminding people to stay.
I
don't know.
eat bread? Why
That's
specifically
all I
bread?
do.
And then you said the people that you have, you've got Ben, you've got your sister,
Bread.
you've got people on Xbox.
Yeah. I'm trying to become better friends with, I don't know if you know Kim Mutel. He left, you probably didn't meet him, but,
No, I
he,
don't think so.
he went to ECA last year, and I kind of haven't talked to him since, but, recently I was like, he's a very good friend and a funny guy, and is not, doesn't have bad tendencies, so I was like, I should probably try and be friends with him again. So, I've been trying to play D&D with him.
Bitch.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've been really proactive about
Yeah.
trying to make sure that you're in a good space.
Yeah. I'm trying to, but...
When you have those suicidal thoughts, do you have a plan what you can do?
Nope.
Oh, my
Not
boy
really.
disappeared.
And what keeps you from doing it?
It's probably not good that I waited so long to answer that.
No, that's okay.
It's just like a lot of stuff stops me, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of it is stupid stuff. Like, a lot of it is just like, oh, but I spent so much money on this thing, I should probably get that done before like, I spent so much money on this video game, I should probably finish it before I, die.
That really doesn't sound dumb. That sounds like I have things that I still want to do.
Yeah. And
Just because it's a video game and not like finishing a marathon doesn't mean that it stops.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
It's
think
also-
that's actually probably a good thing that you're like, well, I still have this that I want to do. I still have this that I want to do.
yeah. Also, like, being a part of like a D&D group is something that is really like I would like to be around for this.
Yeah.
You know, because people are relying on me to be a part of this, so you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, a lot of it just like thinking about the way that it would happen. You know, it would probably suck. Probably not be that fun. You know what I mean? Especially like the quick ways I have no access to. Does that make sense? This is really weird to talk about, but yeah, you know,
No, that definitely, it does make sense.
like ODing on something like ibuprofen would not be enjoyable. You know?
I've had nurses tell me that it's pretty much the worst.
Yeah. So, and that would be like my only means, and I would hate that. I would not want to do that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. and yeah, that's actually when I worked at the hospital for a while. That's what the nurses said. They're like, that's pretty much the worst thing you can do. It messes you up so bad.
Yeah. And the like, the survival rate is pretty high, but you get really messed up.
That's exactly what they said.
Yeah.
That most people survive it and then
I'm gonna
have
go
really, really terrible like livers
quick. I'll
and
be
like are super sick for a long time. They
Yeah.
can have really long term problems. So that actually does make a lot of sense, and I'm glad that you're aware of that. As much as I hate that you're aware of that, I think that's
Yeah.
because it is pretty terrible. And I hadn't realized that until I worked there, because
Yeah.
I think like most people would have thought that, you know, that something that you take every day not every day, but would mess you up that bad.
Yeah.
So that definitely makes sense. Well, it sounds like you're working hard to try and not have those thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
Have you ever done counseling before?
Yeah.
Are you doing it right now?
My counselor got COVID. Yeah, so can't do that. And also just like it's
Mom know about suicidal thoughts and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously she knows you're in counseling, so.
not a lot, I guess. She can 100% hear me right now.
She can what?
She can like 100% hear me right now.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't have a door to my room, so
Yeah. Well, I'll chat with her briefly and just say, hey, you know, we talked through all of the things that you're doing to support yourself and all of that.
and it's not like a day-to-day basis type of situation where I'm like, you know, it just once in a blue moon I'm like, holy crap, why am I even trying to be alive right now? You know what I mean?
Gotcha. And it sounds like yesterday was one of those days.
Yeah.
And what caused you to reach out to your sister? That's really impressive.
I didn't. She came to me.
The
Yeah.
universe knew that you needed her.
Kind of. I came upstairs and I asked my mom if I could get Chiba Hut, and she kind of blew up on me and got really mad at me because I was talking bad about her to my online friends, I guess.
I got caught doing that when I was in high school too. We
Yeah.
all vent about our parents, right? Because they make us angry.
Yeah.
They say things and we need to vent. And I've had that happen before too.
Yeah.
And it was really rough.
But just like, pretty much how she said it was like, my problems are so much bigger than yours. Just get your homework done. You know, you have nothing to worry about. You know, my life is so much harder than yours. That was how it came across to me.
Situation.
Yeah, and I was just like, yep. So then I I was gonna go take a shower, and then I went upstairs and into a different room, and I opened the window and took the screen off, and I just like stared out there, and I was like, I'm not gonna jump from the roof because nothing would happen. I would be completely fine, you know. But if there was a way that this would work, that would be nice.
Gotcha.
But not
You're
really.
like, I'm not actively going to do something, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that must have been kind of scary and kind of sad.
Yeah.
About everything.
It's a very uncomfortable feeling, and I wish that I had never experienced it, especially more than once. Where it's like this idea of leaving everything behind is kind of very, I don't know, it's kind of nice, but also very scary. And it's a very uncomfortable feeling, and I don't like it. I don't,
And I can tell that you don't, because that's why you did all these different things,
Yeah.
And I think somebody told me once, and it always stuck with me, that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Yeah.
And that's what I hear you saying, that it would be nice for my temporary problem right now to go away. However, I realize that the permanency of the solution
Is scary.
which is scary because I do have all these things that I still want to do, and I do have all these relationships that are still important to me. I just really liked the way they put that because I felt like it encompassed why people feel that way, and yet what's so harmful about feeling that way, without validating the feeling.
And I don't want anyone to worry that I'm actually going to go through with something, because I honestly don't think I have the capacity to go through with something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like you know what I mean?
I do, and I really appreciate you talking to me, which is why I'll chat with Mom, obviously Sherry does, but I'm not calling the cops on you or anything like that. And if I were to do that, I promise I would tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not. If I feel like something like that needs to happen, I'll let people know that I'm going to make that call. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't think it's fair for me to go sneak somewhere and text someone hey, call the cops to his house, and they show up and you're like, what the what?
Yeah.
Because it's not against the law to feel that way. And you don't need to be hospitalized every time you feel that way. I think it can be helpful to talk about it and be able to say, hey, I'm having these thoughts and feelings. And then we say, what are we going to do to support you around that? And that's where it sounds like you are right now.
Crucible.
But you don't need to go to the hospital, and you don't need to talk to Mom.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell Mom because I want to make sure that she's aware. It sounds like she already is. And
Yeah.
basically what I'll tell her is that you're not suicidal now. You had a low point yesterday. You have these supports. You have, these coping skills. You sound actually pretty hopeful right now. And, and so that's how I envision this going today. And then maybe just checking in on you for a little while. You know what I mean? So that you can, especially if your counselor's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Because I do appreciate you saying that, and I don't want you to feel like there's going to be these big consequences if you share those thoughts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what keeps people from sharing them, and then when you don't share them, you're not able to work through them, and it sounds like you actually do a good job of talking to people and working through your thoughts.
Yeah.
And so I want you to feel like you can do that. Do you feel comfortable with that?
Oh, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of spaced out for a second.
No worries. Do you feel comfortable with that? Like me just kind of telling Mom all the things that we talked about that you're doing to support yourself?
Kinda, yeah. You know how moms can be a little bit, manipulative, that word.
It's a hard one to say.
Yeah, and just a little bit guilt trippy. That's like every mom though, you know what I mean? But, a lot of times when we talk about mental health and stuff, well, when I talk about mental health and stuff with her, sometimes it's not really like, oh, are you okay? It's like you know, how did I mess up this bad as a mother to where you have depression? You know.
Well, it doesn't sound like it's bad. It's just you get overwhelmed.
Yeah. It's also kind of strange because I felt a lot like my brother is on depression meds, and so is my mom. But a lot of times it feels like the fact that I'm on them is undermined. You know, like it doesn't really. It just feels like mine is less important than theirs. You know.
Yeah.
And it's also, I don't know if my mom entirely understands how they're supposed to work. You know? Well, it's like you don't take depression medication because it's gonna like fix your life.
Oh.
You take it so that you're in the right mindset to fix it yourself. You know, you have to take strides, and you're still gonna feel terrible. Often, you know.
That because I think most people don't realize that.
Yeah. I try to explain that to my friends too when they talk to me about maybe getting on medication.
I wish more people understood that it's not like other medication where it doesn't fix the problem. I love the way you put that. It puts you in a good space to be able to fix the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it.
Still, it being like chemical depression and stuff is like, that's something that you still have to like take meds for like your entire life to kind of feel normal, but you're still gonna feel
Well, and I think that's the thing that people also don't understand is that there's a difference between depression and having bad days and feeling sad. And feeling sad and having bad days is part of the human experience. It's just something we have to deal with. Depression is when it becomes a hindrance in our life, where we're unable to function.
Yeah.
And that's the piece that we're always trying to work towards. It's not the elimination of sadness or fear or anxiety, because those things, they're just necessary emotions, and being able to have them happen and work through them. So yeah, you've got a good grip on that, actually.
Yeah.
See, I think school's just not your thing. I don't think you're dumb at all.
I can get behind that.
I think you are very insightful and thoughtful and have a lot of knowledge. You just don't love school.
Yeah.
And so we just got to get you. I mean, you pass all your classes, so it's not like we're worried about graduation or anything like that. I think we just got to figure out what you want to do after high school and how to put you on that path, and then you'll feel better about yourself. Because I think school's just not your thing.
Yeah.
Not that you can't do it or you're dumb, and it's because your brain works differently.
Yeah. My so far plan for life was finish high school, go to CU Denver for a degree in design or concept art or animation, and I don't know what to do after that.
Well, the cool part is that that's what college is for.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't have to know the end result, because that's what that next step of education is about. You know the general idea of what you'd like to do. And so you go to school for that, and then the classes you take there help you to decide more specifically. I did the same thing. I was like, I liked psychology. That was the class I enjoyed in high school. So I got a degree in psychology, and then I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I actually took some time off after undergrad and said, okay, I'm going to try out.
Yeah.
And so I think having a general idea is where you can have a more focused one, but that might change anyway, because we just don't know until we try stuff out.
Yeah. My brother and sister have been very confused, I guess, about their college experience as of late. Been a lot of like, I went in for this, but I honestly don't know if that's what I want to do anymore.
And it's really common for people to change their minds in college,
Yeah.
which is why I know in school we push you and we're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? You got to decide what you want to be when you grow up, right? That way you can pick the right classes in high school and the right college and all this kind of stuff. I like to tell people you need to know what you want to try first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to be completely aimless. We gotta know what we want to try first. And it's okay if you change your mind, because I think a lot of people, they feel like, but I already chose this, so I have to stick with it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of pressure to stick with whatever they chose at 15 to be their life goal. And it's really normal, you know, and that's why your freshman and sophomore year of college, if you have the opportunity to take different classes that you might be interested in, it's a good idea. That way, you know, you can try out different things and you might change your mind.
Yeah.
I was a therapist for 6 years and I loved it. And then I said, you know what? I kind of would like to be more in the school, and I switched. And now it's my 4th year as a school counselor. And I didn't hate what I did before. I really enjoyed it, but I just wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I gave myself the freedom in my mind to make that change.
Yeah.
And there's lots of people that change their careers or their majors, and it's not because you picked the wrong thing. It's because life changed. I had kids, and I decided, you know what? I'd like to be off in the summers. Yeah. I'd like to have a school day. And I like that I get to meet all different kinds of kids.
Yeah. My brother and sister have been talking a lot about, like, kind of wishing that they took a year off between high school and college just to figure out figure themselves out and stuff.
When I talk to people about the year off, it depends on the person, you know, and it depends on what you do with that year. If you use that year to really figure out what you want to do and have different experiences, it can be really positive. If you use that year to work and make money, then people typically don't go back because they have a hard time giving up the money they made in the job to go back to school. So I'm never going to tell someone right or wrong. I think it depends on what your intent is with that year and how you use it.
Yeah. I think
part of that, I think, is if in high school we can give you like a summer internship your junior year, right? That might be something that we look at for you. Or you get, you know, classes that you get excited about. That's why we try and do those things so that you have an idea.
Yeah, I kind of have an idea of what I would do if I took a year off, and I don't know if I will or not. Like, thinking about it, I'm just like, I know who in my life would disapprove of that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, that's why I tell people keep your options open, right? You still apply to colleges because you don't have to make the decision to take the year off until the end of the year.
Yeah.
So you make your plans for both things, and then you kind of see how you feel later on.
Yeah. I've also I feel like a lot of the, like, anger in my life is due to this idea that, like, nobody trusts that I understand myself, and nobody trusts that I kind of am, you know, doing what I should be doing, you know, for myself. I understand, like, people's worry, you know, but it's just, like, I don't know. It's hard to trust myself when no one else does. Like, make a plan, and I feel like this is, like, the best plan for me, and I'm doing everything right, and then so many people are like, you're messing everything up for yourself, you're kind of not doing great, and then I'm like, oh my god, they're right, you know?
Yeah. What do you think people could say or do to be able to kind of have that, like, helpful reminder without feeling like it's disapproval?
I don't know, I guess it's tone, or, you know, like, maybe being like, I believe that you can get this done, but I'm just gonna make sure that you remember that I would prefer if you did it sooner. I don't know.
I even wonder about asking you about your plan.
Yeah.
Is that nagging, or is that saying, like, hey, Jace, I realize that you got a couple daily classes. I'm wondering what your plan is. Because that's the assumption is
Yeah.
you have made a plan.
Or like, just being like, I know that you're gonna get him up. I just want to know how, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Instead of it being sort of like this, like, you know, you really need to get this done, or like, homework, dude, come on, you know. Because that gets...
Checking in with you rather than...
Yeah. It just makes me feel like, you know, they trust me just as much, or just as, they just like, I don't know. Like they don't trust my plan for myself.
Yeah.
And then it's like hard not to let that affect me actually carrying out the plan.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. You've passed everything up until now.
Yeah.
You know, while they're maybe not as high as the mom would like, but you have absolutely made it happen every time.
Yeah.
So the track record there is positive. I mean, I realize what Ames wasn't, and that's the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah.
And while it's a bummer, like, in the grand scheme of things, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm glad that you reached out about it, right? Because the money is really the only part. But, like, academically, like, I'm not worried about you at all for credits. And we've got plenty of bands, and we've got time, and it was an elective, so you don't have to make it up. And,
Yeah.
yeah. And you learned that the world went on.
Yeah.
And I hope that that's what you got out of that. That, you know what, I tried something, it was a risk, it didn't work out, I have some regret, but the world went on. And it didn't fall apart, and
Yeah.
I'm still okay, and I'm still me, and, you know, next quarter happens, and, you know, it sucks, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes that's hard to remember. I know that I've had mistakes that I've dwelt on for years and years, and I just had to be like, damn, that was a long time ago, and life went on.
Yeah.
It's okay. So I think it sounds like you've done a lot of growing this year. Like, with your
Yeah.
stuff, which I'm really excited about for you.
Yeah.
What would be helpful for Mrs. Curley to do for you at this point?
I don't know.
Because you're doing well in her class.
She's like my least favorite teacher.
Well, and to be perfectly honest with you, it might have felt like she was picking on you, but we had a staff meeting yesterday, and Mr. Smith said, all right, I want all of the second period advisors to make, you know, contact to kids and parents of kids who are failing classes. So like a dutiful employee, did exactly that.
She's been emailing my mom a lot, though. Like, about everything.
So, lots and lots and lots of juniors failed government last quarter.
Oh. Yeah.
So many. It was really stressful for me.
Yeah.
You know, all of, and so I think what she has been doing this quarter is emailing kids and parents a lot because it was so bad last quarter.
Yeah. It honestly makes sense to me that so many kids are failing that class. Or failed that class, because holy crap did she assign so much more work than every other class I have.
Yeah, and Magruder, it looks pretty much the same as Magruder's. I think they have the exact same assignment. And so, regardless of which teacher you got, it's a lot of work. And if you don't do that project, you failed class. And that's what a lot of people did. So I'm super excited.
I'm halfway done with the project.
Good grade in government, because that one's one of the hardest to pull up, just because there's so much work.
Well, it's a lot of work, but it's all like dumb busy work too, so it's hard to like have the motivation to do busy work even. That's what all the Spanish stuff feels like to me too. It's just like worksheets. So yeah, but it's also like not as many worksheets. So
yeah. No, Yeah, that's government was a real problem quarter one, and I haven't looked at the failing grades recently for quarter two. I think it's going a little bit better because she's been bothering people more.
Yeah.
But I was really thrilled that one of the classes you're doing really well in, because that was hard to. Well, I just had so many people fail it, so every time I see someone who's got a decent grade, there's this like cheer inside of me. I'm not gonna have to make you take it again next week.
Yeah.
Like I'm having entire classes of people retaking it next quarter.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's also, core classes are, I can see them as being so much more important than, electives, I guess.
Yeah, I know government's a graduation requirement, so everybody has to pass it, and that's why I was emailing them last quarter, like, you're gonna have to take it again. Please just pass it now.
Yeah.
Because, with some classes you can, you need 6 semesters of science. So if one semester doesn't go well, we can put you in something else. Or, you need electives. So if you don't pass one elective, they can put you in another elective.
Like, a part of me kind of really doesn't understand failing U.S. government, because it's like, I guess I can see it on both hands. Like, on one hand, it's a lot of work, but it's also like, we've pretty much been taking government since, middle school,
That's a really good point. Yeah.
It's like the same material, just more work of the same material than you're used to.
At least you're not dead.
For sure.
It was super
No, that makes sense.
like the whole thing. And then
I've actually really enjoyed this chatting with you today, Jay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
It's nice.
I don't, with everybody being virtual, most of my contacts, some people because it's being video
It happens.
but most of it
I
is
was,
email, which is not the same as
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Put my mic down right as you
No.
walk back.
I don't want to take up
I'm
much
gonna
more of your
go
time, but I
do the
really
thing real
appreciate you
quick.
chatting with me. And,
That long.
if I can connect with Mom, and then maybe I'll check in on you next week and see how you're doing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jake. So I
Yeah.
get to chat with Mom for a while. Like I said, I'll just tell her exactly what I told you. And I'll check in with you next week and see how things are going. And I'm pretty confident that you'll get them up. You
Yeah.
always have. So I'm glad that you have a game plan and things like that. So.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Peace for us. But you drown. But you
Welcome to Operation Storm, Copenhagen. Even without the key to this, we need you to confirm the Barry eating again. She's not eating again. She's not eating again. She's not eating again. Oh. Hi.
Hello. I got a popsicle.
Also, you came in at the perfect time. I was about to start fucking
Hello?
calling my ass.
Uh-oh.
Sorry for that unnecessary detail to be had.
Hello? What the heck happened to my headset? My headset is not working for some reason.
The old men say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow ye will get your pay. For us to leave her. For the voyage is long, and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. For the wind is foul, and the sea ran high. Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
We're gonna restart everything really quick. You didn't really ASMR, I'm sorry. I just don't want to talk very loud today. Because, it annoys me. Just kidding. What the fuck is up in my headphones?